Are we all geared up for Disc 2? I sure hope so. Let's, do this. That's not what I said, Mr. Tablet. Although I get the chat going, who really cares? Hey, Mr. King, how you doing? And Daniel Sutherland, how are you today? And Ink Freddy Fazbear, what the hell is going on? You are all tuned up for... all geared up, I meant to say, for Xenogears? Well, may as well get this started. I think it was, yeah, this one. Load this file. Hey, Stanley, what's going on? Strap yourself in. We're getting ready for a lot of story. Mad Not from the Mad Magazine, how you doing tonight? Welcome. And Phoenix, how are you? Welcome to the Discord and to Xenogears Disc 2. I am geared up for walls of text. Loopard Gaming, how you doing? Ah, Stanley, multitasking, watching you and draw. Ink Freddy Fazbear, hey MegaHarv, since you've done Mega Man Classic and Mega Man X, are you gonna do Mega Man Zero series? I'm not opposed to doing Mega Man Zero series. I have no timetable for when that might be. Probably a while from now. Why is none of this working? Bear with me. Bear with me just 1 second here. Dreaming. I was dreaming. Perhaps it may have been but a long-forgotten memory. A dream. A memory. There we go. That's better. If only I knew how to actually refresh like the live stream page on this tablet. It's driving me crazy. I mean, I could do this. I have to like pay attention and stuff. Let's do it. Yeah, I can read that. My blind eyes can read that. How's it going, Loopard Gaming? And Mr. King, he looks like he's in the execution chair. Something like that. Yeah, Faye commences Operation Documentary. WTF Man. Hey, Xenobeard. How's it going, WTF Man? Welcome to Disc 2 of the Xenogears. Things remembered when one is asleep, things forgotten when one is awake. Where the deepest layers of memories become the outmost layers of one's dreams. This is going to be an interesting one to live stream, because it's basically just going to be me reading text for hours. I remember it being worse than Disc 1, but we're going to see. I estimate we'll get into 2 battles tonight in 4 hours. Did I read this? Things remembered when one is asleep, things forgotten when one is awake. Where the deepest layers of memories become the outmost layers of one's dreams. Which are reality, which are illusions? One cannot tell until one awakes, or perhaps they are, at the same time, both truth and fiction. Mega Speedy's doing just lovely. He's next to me on my bed, and he's right next to a big old container of coffee, loving his life. With a vast nebulous with no boundaries, an emptiness equivalent to my own existence, I dreamt such a long dream. A long, never-ending dream. Alright, this is gonna take some teamwork to piece the story together. Lacan. What is wrong? For those of you that remember the Nissan Museum earlier, when we're like, oh, remember that Ellie-looking painting that was unfinished? We're gonna hear more about that right now. Lacan. In that dream, I was called Lacan. I was an artist. I had become recognized as a talented artist and now was painting the portrait of the Nissan mother, Sophia. Which is probably why the game starts with Faye doing some painting. His painting acumen seems to go through, however his spirit carries on. Huh? No, it is nothing. So let me just preface this by saying, right now, this isn't technically Faye, and that's not technically Ellie. Like, it is, but right now it's Lacan and Sophia. In all intents and purposes, they're the same people, but they're different people in a different time. They just look the same. Jaden, how you doing tonight? Phoenix, Disc 2, where the budget crashed, and Tetsuya Takahashi's ambition caught up with him. Yeah, I guess he was over-ambitious for it. But I guess it's better that we at least got a Disc 2, rather than it being like, oh, that's Disc 1? Well, that's it. At least they tried to wrap it up, which... I think this is them, like, hurriedly wrapping it up. And it's still a little time-consuming. Xeno is huge on the endless cycles. Yeah, people keep getting reincarnated big time. Yeah, it's a lot of... I'd say Faye's a good artist. I'd say that's a pretty good painting of Ellie right there. Let us finish for today. You look tired. Are you alright? I'm fine, thank you, but now you mention it. Shall we stop for the day? You must be the one who is tired, Mother Sophia. Enough of that now. Why is it just the two of us? Would you stop calling me that? Just call me Ellie, as you used to do in the old days. You don't have to be so stiff and formal. Okay, I don't know why she's Sophia and Ellie right now, I forget. But he's still Lacan. Oh, alright, very well. No, I mean, yes. Let's do that, Ellie. Hello, Kamai. Ready for some Disc 2 of Xenogears? Ellie, it was a time when she went by such a name. A time when we met up with one another. A time when nothing mattered between us. It was better that way. Just two people, together. It was better to have left it that way. Disc 2 is where? Oh, yes, indeed. Oh yeah, if this is like your first time experiencing Disc 2, or rather, if this is your first time experiencing Xenogears, don't expect any of this to make sense. This is a game that you have to play through at least twice to have even the foggiest idea what's going on. So I'll try to at least explain some stuff along the way to maybe make it a little less confusing. I got really confused by the why does Faye have all these different names? But it's like, oh, it's like going down through the passage of time. Anyways, I think I might go back home. Only for a week or so. Oh, really? What is the matter? I ran out of paint, so I need to go make more. You're going all that way just to do that? If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments. Maybe it's just a pigment of your imagination. Oh. Then how about I have one of my followers, the Kahal, take you in one of our gears? You'll arrive quicker, and you'll be much more safe. Oh, Ellie, Sophia. No, being an idiot has nothing to do with not absorbing the story the first time. There's a lot to it. There's stuff that I read about clearly would have spoken the lines of dialogue. And then I was, like, reading about the game after the fact, and I'm like, I don't remember this happening, and then I, like, read the line, and I'm like, oh. I didn't think that happened in this game. I don't want to get into what I read, but I lied. I wasn't out of paint. I just feared I would finish the portrait. I wanted to keep on painting. Forever. But if you stop the painting, you're not, though. But I see where you're coming from. It's like those times I get to the end of a game and I don't finish it because it's like, well, I want it to last forever. So I want to buy time. She'd probably despise me for that. No, she'd probably just give me her usual smile. She was that kind of woman. Oh yeah, the story didn't really suffer. Like, there's certain parts that are left a little unanswered. I don't really want to discuss that until later in the game. But there's some stuff that seemed like it was completely cut. But for the most part, they wrapped it up pretty well. Dreams. A life of a man named Lacan, and the lives of countless other men. All but dreams. Now that I'm awake, those countless numbers of long, heart-rending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all. In those dreams, I loved one woman. No matter the day, no matter the era. That did not change, nor did her name. Mr. King, are Xenogears and Xenosaga related or totally different? I heard to look at Xenosaga as being an alternate universe from Xenogears. Like, the idea of Xenosaga was that it was supposed to be... Like, episode 1, 2, 3 of Xenosaga was supposed to be episode 1 of, like, the Xenogears 6-part saga. But it's not, like... They couldn't really do that because of Square holding the rights. So it's like... It can be pretty well interpreted as having happened before this, but... I guess they couldn't connect it too well, or else there was, like, legal trouble. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now. What I have to do. That long, long memory of a dream. Perhaps it was the memory of my soul. Yeah, because remember when we were in the forest, Faye was like, Ellie, before she even said her name. So it's like, how did I know your name? Now it's Ellie's turn. A dream. I was painting a dream. Or perhaps it was a memory from distant past. A dream. A memory. Hey, Andika, welcome to the chat. Yeah, it's supposed to be related. But since they changed the developers, they didn't make it related. Yeah, basically. I guess there's, like, more, like, kind of references in the 3rd episode of Xenosaga, but I haven't even touched the 3rd episode. So I don't really know there. Jaden, MegaHarv, does this game take Disc 1 save data, or does it reset its levels? Oh, it takes the Disc 1 save data. But, like, first, the fights here, it's not a huge issue. From what I recall. Yeah, exactly. Later Xeno games are Namco Bandai. You are correct, Mr. King. Washington Carver. Kill me. This game is what I call filler. Yeah, if you thought Disc 1 was, story heavy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Spoil myself a little and they have smecks? Those words I was unable to convey that day, that time. I absolutely love the soundtrack to this game. If nothing else, just, you know, take in the music. Those thoughts I was unable to carry out. Words and thoughts, the connection between the two. Without words, thoughts cannot be conveyed. Without thoughts, there are no words. Both are vital. They are both as vital as each other. They can never be divided, like the wings of angels, like a man and a woman. Like those, one-winged angels we saw that were a man and a woman. But yeah, Faye and Ellie do have a blooming romance at the moment. Which will, spoiler alert, continue to develop. An unchangeable destiny. Feelings one wishes one could change. Meeting with the person who would change me, and watching myself change. I dreamt such a dream. A long, never-ending dream. Mr. King, speaking of Namco Bandai, have you ever dabbled with any of the games in the Tales series, Harv? Yes, I have, Mr. King. I have beaten Tales of Destiny 2. That was a while ago now. It's one of the few original PlayStation games that I don't have in my collection that I would like to have, but it's obnoxiously expensive, so I won't buy it. But I also played about half a disc 1 of Tales of Symphonia. And I did buy it on Steam, so I might wind up playing that one of these days on a stream. And I also beat Tales of Legendia. I liked it, but it kind of pulled a Zelda 2, it pulled a Zelda, like Legend of Zelda for NES halfway through. Like, you play through the game, and then it's like, now go everywhere you were in a different order. Which, like, wasn't the worst, but the last half was like, okay, I get it. And I also bought Tales of Abyss, but I didn't really play it for some reason. Yeah, I've heard Symphonia is, like, hands down the best one. And I think there was a Symphonia 2, but I never played it. Yeah, Jun's Hero, how you doing? Visual novel, because budgets got cut. Yeah, Xenogears good. Screwed by Deadlands. Douglas, how you doing? Da-da-da-da, Disc 2. Lacan. Lacan, what is wrong? Lacan. In that dream, I was called Sophia. Mother Sophia. A symbolic name. Ah. Crowned upon the person who would be the people's hope. A name I was destined to have, whether I wanted it or not. No. It is nothing. Oh, now we're seeing this exact same, the exact same scene we just saw, but from Ellie's perspective now. Let us finish for today. You look rather tired, are you alright? Come on, MegaHarv side note. The forest they crash-landed in is the one with the speed shoes. Where's the crash-landed? It's the one with... I'm sure I'll figure it out once I pick it back up. But I'll bear that in mind. It was probably at the end of Disc 1. My memory's a little hazy right now. I am fine, thank you, but now you mention it. I'll keep my eyes peeled for it, however. Mad Not from the Mad magazine. We have some famous gaming YouTubers in Germany. You're a lot better. Well, thank you. Thank you kindly. But they make better marketing for their channels. I want to see a silver play button in your room. You and me both. But, you know, I don't want to set my hopes too high. I'm gonna just kind of keep doing what I do. To be frank, I don't really get a lot of the marketing aspect of this. So I just kind of do my gamer thing. Shall we stop for the day? You must be tired, the one who is tired. Oh, you must be the one who is tired, Mother Sophia. Enough of that now. I'm Freddy Fazbear, busy playing Final Fantasy IV Advance. Good choice. Alex, how you doing? Good evening. Yeah, Xenogears Disc 2. Enough of that now. When it is just the two of us, would you stop calling me that? Just call me Ellie, as you used to in the old days. You don't have to be so stiff and formal. Alright, very no, I mean, yes, let's do that, Ellie. Douglas, glad you're on now. I'd wandered to a weird and dark place on YouTube. Spooky vids, and it wasn't helping me. Well, I'm, glad that I can help pull you out of a gloomy place on YouTube. Dare I ask where you were? Get silver paper and cut a triangle and put it behind you on the wall. I was doing, like, makeshift, like, play buttons, because for 100 subscribers, I'm like, here's this piece of paper. Then for 250, I was like, here's this Play-Doh thing. Then I got to 500, like, really fast, comparatively speaking, so I was like, lard with tomato sauce. So I might do something else for 1,000. Bingo the Pug, how you doing tonight? Happy Harv, will you do a special bonus stream of Super Mario Bros. 3 anytime? You can beat it in like 2 hours. Super Mario Bros. 3 is awesome. I don't know when I'll actually stream it though. If I do, I'll probably like Twitch stream it, honestly. Okay, come on. I think the monster that dropped the shoes are called Elf something. Or something Elf. I'm guessing that forest is probably not a wide... It's probably not like a rare enemy, so... We shall see. Helheim, I've always liked that name because when I first met him, that's what he called me. That is my true name. King Freddy Fazbear, I'm being squashed, help me. What are you doing? Kodamal XO, welcome back. Yo, what up, Harv? Just tackling some Xenogears Disc 2 tonight. Douglas, future vids, things AI have said, you know, destruction of mankind and such. Yeah, fair enough. The more I read into AI, the more terrifying it is. It's like, yep, we're not going to be overthrown by our own AI in our lifetime or anything, don't worry about it. Except, I'm sure we will be. I think I might go back home. Only for a week or so. It's probably too late already. Oh, really? What is the matter? I ran out of paint, so I need to go make some more. You're going all that way just to do that? If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments. Oh. Then how about I have one of my followers, the Kahal, take you in one of our gears. You'll arrive quicker, and you'll be much more safe. Hey, Racer X, how you doing? The only AI I watch is Kitsune AI. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? I wonder when it started. That he started refusing me. The walls between us, our positions, our circumstance. He refused to recognize these. No, maybe it was me. Therefore, I didn't want them. I wanted the two of us to be ourselves. That is what I wished for. So I had him paint me the way I really am. I'm doing the old drinking a bottle of water that's like half frozen trick, and I'm trying not to get ice cubes each time. Dreams, a life of a woman named Sophia, and the lives of countless other women, all but dreams. Now that I am awake, those countless numbers of long, heart-rending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all. In those dreams, I loved one man, no matter the day, no matter the era, that did not change, only his name. But your name stayed the same. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now what I have to do. That long, long memory of a dream. That perhaps is the memory of my soul. Is Ellie gonna go yandery? I don't quite know what that means. He's finally awake. Hey, look at Faye being all naked. Look, in all his naked glory. Here you go. Here you go, naked dude. Ah, you're not naked anymore. I'm healed. Oh, it's like one of those Dragon Ball Z chambers. On Namek. You've been sleeping in this nano-reactor for 3 weeks. Nano-reactor? Who are you? Me? Gasper, I'm guessing? Or the other one? I forgot my name. Some people call me Tora. Oh, I guess you're Tora then. You seem to have recovered completely. Those are terrible wounds, but maybe your youth and strength helped. Don't hurt. But your friend's wounds are more serious and may take a while longer. Yeah, look at Ellie being all naked too. Ellie! Ellie. I was thinking about this the other day, or for the past few days, and how did this game ever get a T rating? I'm pretty sure whoever in the ESRB was just like playing it and they're like, oh my god, there's so much story in this game. T rated. I haven't seen anything. T. But it's like, no. Like, it's sure, but I've seen other games get away with a lot less. Hey, quit staring at the naked girl and come over here. Hey, Ellie. Yeah, this guy, Arsick. Harv, isn't it relaxing to play an RPG in comparison to Mega Man? Big time, yes. Oh, I can actually move right now! I didn't remember being able to move, like, half hour in. I'm gonna have another sip here. But yeah, like, I like my Mega Man, but it's a completely different pile of wax. It's a little more, it takes up more of my mental resources, for the most part. Whereas especially compared to Xenogears, where it's, like, half graphic novel, half video game. I want to get on top, but I can't? Okay. Can I equip stuff? I mean, I could. I don't know if I wanna. I'm gonna save state it here, though, just because I don't know what's happening. It's just 4 AM. And I woke up for no reason. I'll probably fall asleep while watching your stream again, plus the game music isn't helping. Oh yeah, the music's just so soothing. MegaHarv, would you become a virtual YouTuber? You mean, like, I will just be AI YouTubing? In which case, hey, sure. Then there can be at least 2 of me on at any given time. Star Wars region back to tank. Stanley, Seth used the curb stomp on Balor. Last I knew, Vince banned it. Yeah! Yeah, he did! They must have unbanned it or something, it didn't tell anybody. Yeah, because they were like, they're worried that kids are gonna do it to each other or something, which I guess is a fair worry. Yeah, 3 wise men. Oh, it is Melchior, okay. I was getting the wrong one. What's going on, Racer X? What's happening? So let's move around some more. Nothing I can check. I didn't remember having control of anything. I don't think this is gonna last, but I just didn't expect it. So that's how you enter doors. Hey, Slayton. Faye! Doc! I heard from Tora and hurried right over here. Boy, that was lucky. You were fortunate to have come down near Tora's research facility. Hmm? This is no research facility. It's a man's hideaway. Same difference. Slayton told me about you. I was shocked to see a couple lying down with blood all over them. A couple? At any rate, you had a narrow escape. Faye, make sure you thank Tora. Tora, thank you very much for helping Ellie. You should have let me die. Both Ellie and I were hurt so badly. What is that machine? It's called a nanoreactor. I told you that already. It's a device that rebuilds substances at the molecular level. I want one. Not only can it heal humans, but theoretically it should be able to create many substances. Not the same thing as the guy in Solaris? I mean, is that the same thing as Krellian is studying? Yes, that's right. Come on. Oh my god, when you have time, just check virtual YouTubers. Okay. But don't worry, nothing too weird in this day and age. Ping pretty fast where the Oofinator strikes again. This is a Japanese version if there is, but Ellie wouldn't be a ball. Oh, probably. Phoenix, yeah, you're right. From what I can gather, this game survived translation virtually uncensored. To my knowledge, the only thing they censored was the ethos is basically Christianity. Like, in Japan, it's pretty well called, like, Christianity. But the reason I read about that is, like, in Japan, I don't know, like, 7% of the population is Christian or something. Compared to the West, where it was, like, when the game came out, it was, like, 80%. Or something astronomically higher. So they changed that to ethos. And I think they called... There's a character layer in the game, I think they just straight up called God, but they don't call him God. I think those are the only differences that I have heard of. I was the one who taught nanotechnology to him. You did? Yeah, I heard about, that there's gonna be a Resident Evil 2 remake. I didn't know when that was gonna come out. Hey, Numbers, how you doing? Season's greetings. They apparently censored some of the Becoming one scene. I'm not sure which one. It's like how we named robots after Thor and Zeus. Xenogears is a series with mechs named after the children of Israel, yeah. Yeah, I suppose. It's kind of the same difference. We shouldn't waste time talking about such an unimportant subject. Looks like her treatment is done. Oh, you don't need to come. Just wait there. No comment. Faye. Ellie! Faye, Now, why don't you two go get some fresh air outside? It ought to ease the shock of the change. What, from being submerged in nano-reactor technology? I knew it was you. Faye? When you came in the room just then, I was afraid you may have forgotten about me and everything else. What do you mean? I mean, because, Ellie, you seemed a little different than before. Ah, you're all snowed in numbers. Lovely times. I do have a number of bandages, inked Freddy Fazbear. It's a scene where Faye tells Ellie she can't come. Yeah, being snowed in sounds kinda cool right now. I guess it depends what you're up to. Xenosaga got censored in various ways to avoid an M rating due to violence and sexual implications. I don't know anywhere near as much about Xenosaga, but I'm starting to get a bit of an itch to try, like, one of the Xenoblade games. Probably the first one. But if I do, it's like, maybe play Xenosaga? I don't know. I wouldn't completely rule it out. Come on, yeah. To put it simply, they treat Christianity as myth the same way we treat their religion as myth, in storytelling at least. Yeah, I don't know why that's such a faux pas. It's like, why does a real-life religion have to be a real religion in a fictitious game? Like, why? I just don't get why that's such an insult. It's like, it's a different universe. Why does it have to be this universe's, you know, divine creator? I mean, because, Ellie, you seemed a little different than before. Also, hey, MegaHarv, just need bandages. Yeah, time difference sucks. Man, I looked at your channel and saw you've been doing vids from 2008. I did take like a 4-year break, and then like a 2-year break. But yeah, I've been at it on and off for a long time now, really. I was 9-10 years old in 2008. Honestly, it's annoying and sad when good YouTubers like you and others don't get big, nor the game they deserve, yet others get famous while doing practically nothing, like reaction channels and other people doing stupid stuff. Oh, well, thank you. It's just kind of the nature of the beast, but... like, you can have, like, whatever content you have, but if you don't get the exposure, then not much you can do about it. It just turned out that I started doing live streams, and that was, like, I was able to get tangible traction that way. There sure were people doing YouTube streams compared to the already uploaded, like, Let's Play content. So I think that's what's helping me. It's, like, the live streams aren't as saturated as the rest of the gaming market on YouTube. There's probably other things I could do to get doubly noticed, but I'm just gonna keep chipping away at it now. I'm happy with the growth I've been getting. Yeah, space and time. Woo! Xenosaga Episode 1 wasn't released in Europe due to the amount of Christian symbolism. Is that right? Oh, Xenosaga. I read it as Xenoblade for some reason. Oh. Jaden, well, YouTube sucks, so hey, we gotta get you famous. I'm talking to you, MegaHarv. You're more than welcome to anything you could dream up. Feel free to try it out. I am down. Mr. King, some people make fun of me for making an Okami tattoo, saying things like, you actually believe in that stuff? I'm like, no, I just love the game. Same reason that I have Metal Gear tattoo. Yeah, it's like, you don't have to necessarily read that far into it. It's like, maybe I just like this thing. Is that a crime? Xenogears like 2 days ago. There you go, Jaden. Has my face changed? No, it looks the same to me. No, that's not it. It's more like... I mean, your atmosphere, or impression is different. Just a little. But I felt something familiar. I felt the same way when I met you for the first time. Some peculiar feeling like we've met before. Somewhere. Also bear in mind I'm in no massive hurry to get through this disc. I'm gonna take this disc pretty casually. Which is what I should be doing to begin with, but it's mostly just narration, so... Faye? Yes. I don't remember much what happened after we were shot down. Oh, this forest right here. It's better that way. But I heard someone calling my name. Felt I was covered with something very warm. I remember that clearly. You mean that nano reactor fluid? Thank you, Faye. Ellie? Faye? Hey, it's almost time for you to come back. Oh, don't be a cockblock, Tora. There's something important we need to talk to you about. Alright, we're coming. Well, Ellie, shall we go see what's up? Sure. Can I, like... I'm guessing I can't get into a fight right now. Yeah, not from the Mad magazine. Alright, do you like the Cydia? Yes. You have a PSP, but the emulator's working well. The story mode is everything for Final Fantasy fans. I'm thinking I might try out, like the Cydia NT at some point. At least play the beta, or whatnot. It's like, I should play the Cydia, I haven't yet. MegaHarv, do you have Beats Express Mail, do you? But of course I do. Mega Beat. Just 2, lots of visual novel text with some boss fights. We'll be here a while. Oh yeah. Douglas Harv, the unconventional wing narrator man. That's a way to put it. Darn tootin' unconventional. Oh, that's the house. Let's wander. Let's wander around a bit. Oh, there's like, that's the way out, but the game's like, no. Nah. Oh, Faye, where are you going? Tora's calling. I'm going this way, clearly. Okay, fine. Fine, Ellie. Telling me that's not the door? That looks like a door. I guess it's a window. Oh, that's clearly more of a door than the door that I thought I was entering. Members need to play FF12, aka finish it also. Yeah, I'm gonna try and give Final Fantasy XII another stab myself, come around March or so. Phoenix, Xenosaga is the best video game romance. Is that right? I didn't get, I want to say I got about 15 hours into Xenosaga. Then I just returned it and never got back to it. I guess give it a real save. I need bandages and I bet Megabee could get me out here in a stab. Expect Gil. Alright, I'm waiting. Then I can send the bandages off. Toot sweet. Everyone says games romance stories are better than Twilight. I forgot Twilight was a thing. Oh, Twilight Zone. Never mind. I never really watched Twilight Zone, though. How do you feel now? Tora is asking us. The fresh forest air should have refreshed you somewhat. Heh. Pays off by episode 3. Did you see a lot of... Okay. Douglas, got to man of the sea. And that didn't matter, right? Anything is better than Twilight. Anyway, it's about the removal of the seal. I found out it could be released by using the nanotechnology that regenerated you two. I was also reading, like, this website that goes over, like, how big of a dick Seitan is. Like, there's things that he does for the sake of storytelling, but if you take it within the context of the game, it's like, he's actually pretty, like, not a good person. It's just kind of funny to read it. The nano-assemblers are enclosed in this pod. I just kind of found it after I was reading and... because I don't remember actually questioning this because I didn't want to spoil it at the time. But we went through the Wells, like, food processing factory, how he's... well, Faye and Ellie are like, let's eat. Seitan, do you want to eat? He's like, no thanks. He's not like, no, or you shouldn't eat that. He's like, no, I don't want any. And then he watches them eat it, and then, like, the next room he's like, you know that food you ate? It's in here. And then what gets me about that is Faye and Ellie see that. Ellie's kind of like, I think I'm gonna be sick. And Faye's just like, oh, I ate people. Didn't seem that bothered by it, and the whole part, that whole scene was strange. If only we could scatter them all over the world. There's an ancient military installation nearby. We might be able to use the mass driver located in there to launch this pod into the upper atmosphere. Once the nano-assemblers are released up there, the convection currents should spread them all over the world. I wish I could go do it, but I'm getting much too old for that type of thing. I wish I could go do it, but I'm getting much too old for that type of thing. Then again, it's for your future. An old man should not butt in. You young ones must do it for yourself. Here. And, of course, I'm not asking you to do it for free. Try this wristband on. Huh? What is that? That is an emotion control device in which nanotechnology is applied. From this machine shaped as a wristband, nanomachines are infused through your epidermis into your brain. Interesting. There they refine the SSRI intracerebral substances, such as serotonin, that control emotions. What is it with Square RPGs in the 90s that are like, you need to have like a bachelor in science to understand? Well, I suppose it's rather difficult for you to understand. Well, like that was clearly written in front of me, but anyway. But in short, it means that the manifestation of your second personality, id, can be suppressed. Id can be? Id? Faye, do you even realize that you're like that? Yeah, Saito is a great jerk. He just wants to live in peace, that's what I assumed. Kept him from revealing things. He doesn't want to shatter everyone else's fragile little worlds, if he can help it. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll never have kids now. Faye. Well, it's all theoretical, though. One of the things that I found the most funny as well, now that I think about it, is how when you're in Shavat, like, everyone has their limiters removed. But I guess Satan never had limiters. So the whole point, up to when their limiters get removed, he's just pretending he doesn't have them. Like, from a story, like, from a gameplay side of things, I understand why they didn't give him, like, 7 death blows or whatever. But just kind of funny to think, it's like, you're holding back this whole time. We were fighting id, and you were holding back with your 6 death blows? Well, it's all theoretical, though, and, oh, and I did one more thing as well. That's where a lot of it, it's like, it's for the sake of the story. And it's not that he's actually a dick, but it's just when you like, overanalyze it, it's stuff like that's kind of funny, I think. I installed the same control device in your gear. Good idea. You mean it can release id at will? Yes, I called it System id. Of course, it should not be overused. Use it only as a last resort. Oh, is that right? Satan appears in a lot of Xeno sequels. Oh, Speedy's just having a bath. He's like, I'm gonna clean myself. That's he's getting kind of down and dirty. I won't show you that, but that's what he's doing right now. Oh, latering, Freddy Fazbear. Enjoy patching up your wounds. Satan is super holding back. Just wait and see. Oh, he's like... Oh yeah, that's another thing that I just remembered, but I'm not gonna spoil right now. But it's also another funny thing. It's like, why'd you do that? But then again, part of it's like, oh, you're trying to get Faye to grow. Faye, there was nothing you could do. It will never happen again with Taurus technology, though. He was one of the 3 Shevat sages. Whether you believe it or not, it's up to you. Oh, the character only shares the name and the color green, that's all. No, Speedy doesn't like the water, but Like, if I have a bath or something, he's not, like, afraid of the water. He'll stick his tail in the water sometimes, but... But when I first got him, I, like, tried to punish him with a squirt bottle, and he was just kind of, like... barely bothered by it. It's kind of like, I'd rather if you didn't do that, but I'm not going to stop doing what I was doing. Whether you believe it or not, it's up to you. Oh, it sounds like we have a guest. Oh, who could it be? Well, I'm not going to be able to jump on people's heads that much in this disc, so I may as well get my money's worth. Hey, it is alright. Is that a visitor I heard? Don't answer your own door, Toro, whatever you do. You think I get Speedy to open the door when someone knocks on it? Faye, we've got problems. Today, a peace settlement between Ava and Kislev is being held at Shavat. That's an odd place to hold it, wouldn't you think? But Solaris' mobile weapons are approaching Shavat as we speak. Please, help us! That has nothing to do with this young man. Tora! You're getting on my nerves for being so selfish. Satan told me about you. You shut up after finding out that it is now controllable. Aren't you ashamed? You haven't changed since then. You only care about yourselves. Faye, you don't need to listen to these guys that once tried to kill you. But what? Please go. I'll go to the mass driver. Ellie. No matter what happened before, Shavat needs your help now. Although you may be saving some selfish people. There's still the world and its countries with many more innocent people. Please don't forget that. Bart and his people are fighting to protect those same lives, aren't they? So please go help them. Are you sure? What about you? Don't worry about me. I'll manage somehow. But all by yourself? I will accompany Ellie. You do not need to worry. Are we gonna get to use some sword? We're gonna have some sword action? I've brought along my own Omni gear. Your own Omni gear? I was complaining about them doing that, but I feel like that's warranted. It's like, what do you mean your own Omni gear, Saiten? Yes, my Omni gear. Fenrir. It is the same one I brought from Solaris. I left it with Gasper in case of emergencies. Doc. Alright, please take care of her for me. He's just like, whatever. I'm done fighting with you, Doc. You've had an Omni gear this whole time, and you're just holding out on us. You could've been using it this whole time, and not risked our lives quite the same way. But then again, I don't know, maybe we would have wound up in more trouble. Who knows? Ellie, be careful. Excellent, Dan. I'm glad you're all lubricated. Ready to go. Mr. King, I'm so intrigued by the idea you can actually jump in this game. Yeah, it's so rare in an RPG you can actually jump. Like, off the top of my head, like, the Mario RPGs. But other than that I would consider, like, RPG. I can't think of another one off the top of my head. Like, Vagrant Story's, like, sort of RPG-ish, but it's unconventional. But yeah, there are some platforming kind of areas, but it can be a little annoying. You have to know that, like, a second before you get into a battle, like, the game will lock your ability to jump. So when you're about to make, like, a sketchy jump, just make sure you can jump first before you, like, go for it. Because you don't need much of a running start. But, just trust me, and just make sure you can jump, because otherwise you're gonna fall in pits. On occasion. We are truly grateful for your kindness, Faye! Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Mario's meant to jump, though. Yeah, totally. Phoenix, Super Mario RPG was my first RPG. That's a great RPG to start playing for RPGs. My mind was blown at the idea of a turn-based combat and stat-based progression. I love that game. Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite RPGs. That's one I want to play. That's probably my favorite game that I haven't played, like, on a stream or in my channel or anything at this point. Ignis, right? Yes. The goal of the enemy is to destroy the citizens in Ignis. They've already destroyed half of the Bloodavik and will probably reach Nissan in about 4 hours. Mario RPG or Suikoden 2. I like them both a lot, but for different reasons. Chevette will try to drive them back with all the power it has. 4 hours? That's cutting it close. No need to worry. Balthasar and I fixed your gear with nanomachines. It's much more powerful than it ever was before. Why, you should get there in half the time. Phoenix, yeah, it's easy if you're playing on the PS1. You can hear the disc spin up before a random battle. You can actually kind of hear it on the computer, too, because I am playing it off the disc. Like, it does kind of groan still, but not always. Frisbee death scene from Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Still one of the most scientifically frisbee death scenes in any media. What are you talking about, Ted? Scientists wrote letters of praise to the film crew for the accuracy. How many people have been killed by frisbees? Like, how often does that actually happen? What? Is Old Man Ball here? Emeralda's here as well. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Well, there's Weltall being all like, my legs are square. But he is buffed up. I also don't remember base Weltall having wings. Look at Weltall being all roided up. This is incredible! We meet again. Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, I like this beefy Weltall. This too, scientists wrote letters of praise to the film crew for the accuracy. Those for the spirit of the Slayer of God. I didn't think I would ever work on it again. But why are you both helping me? There are some things you just can't explain with the word fate. You're just gonna have to see it with your own eyes. Faye! Going? Yeah, I better hurry. Hey, where are you going? Excuse me. Faye, please hurry. Alright. Away. Weltall looks like a fusion of Master Gundam and Burning Gundam from G Gundam. The only Gundam I really watched was Gundam Wing. And I was in high school when I watched it. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched Gundam Wing. I should watch it again just for for nostalgia's sake. I'm pretty sure I'd get all sorts of nostalgia, like tingly feelings, if I watched it again. Are you sure you want to go through with this? You wanted to live quietly away from the battlefield, did you not? I noticed myself running away from reality. At first I thought my situation was similar to his. I thought Faye would understand my feelings. I didn't know if my love for him was real. I might have been desperate after losing my mother and father. That's fair. That happens to a person. It happened to me with my father, sorta. Ellie. Not to be like, oh, I feel bad for me. It's just like, it's contextual. Despite all that, I may still love him. That's why I want to see what Faye can do. And what I can do. I want us to be apart and think about ourselves again. I want to... excuse me. I want to see how I really feel. You have changed a lot, Ellie. What happened to you in the past 3 weeks? Really? I don't think I've changed. Yes, you have. I should say, you have matured. Like a mother. Excuse me? I'm only 18 years old. I'm nowhere near the age of being your mother. It's not what he said. Sorry, you gave me that impression, that is all. Look at Saitan just laughing his butt off. Oh, it's fairly well known that Xenogears took inspiration from G Gundam for its mecha, as well as some other classics. Yeah, the Square's never been too afraid to borrow from other media between the Star Wars references, or was it like Star Trek? Like something in this game. It's like Star Trek, like CC or something, like it's a complete, total rip. Same, only Gundam watched. Ah, gotcha. Bart takes a lot of cues from Char as an Abel from the original Gundam. Oh, okay. A blonde-haired, blue-eyed ace who pilots Red Mecha. Did Evangelion come before this or after? I want to say before. Although Bart's Omnigear cuts the same silhouette of Shin Gutter Robo. Hey, Lord Dragon King, how you doing? Greetings, Mega Crew. How goes it tonight? So far, so good. And how are you, Lord Dragon King? Mr. King. Got all kinds of kings in the chat right now. Only 18. You would be a mother if you went to my high school. Heyo! Phoenix, Evangelion was out a few years when Xenogears was released. There's some definite inspiration. Sorry, you gave me that impression, that is all. I don't remember having, like, an excessive amount of pregnant girls in my high school. They were there. Anyway, Saitan, I'm going now. Alright, I'll follow you as soon as I finish off here. I go too. What? I go! Emeralda, I can't take anyone else along with me for something like this. I'll be fine on my own. If Ellie go, I go too. Emeralda have to go with you. Emeralda? No! Emeralda go too! Why not let her go? I'm sure Solaris has a hunch about the limiter. They may interfere, so you may feel uneasy going it alone. I think Emeralda is cut out for the job. Besides, she's going to want to go no matter what. Take care of her until I can join you, please? Okay, you win. Let's help each other, alright? Alright. Lord Dragon, I'm doing good, Harv. Cheers for asking. Cheers. More Xenogears net you an additional like. Yes, more likes. I like... If I could just like the likes back. Like I sorta can, I guess. I can do it alone. Just you watch. You don't have to, Emeralda. But if you insist. I 100% forgot about this part. I don't think I remember as much about Disc 2 as I thought I did. I thought so. So, you're the one who brought Faye and his girl to me? I realized it the minute I saw the two of them. Why, how could I help but notice? They're like the spitting image of you and her. Yes. Just as you yourselves looked way back when. Yeah, that's right. Right, Lacan? Who picked that up? You know Graf, who we've been fighting this whole time? Him and Lacan are the same guy. Just revealed. What do you mean he's still alive? I mean that he's not dead. Yes. What do you mean he's still alive? Yes. Unless he said, do you mean he's still alive? Lord Dragon, if you keep going with all these awesome classic RPGs, you'll soon level up to MegaHarv. We'll see. Maybe when I reach a certain subscriber threshold, I'll have to slap an O in front of my name. Yeah, Darth Vader, Seeker of Power. Ridiculous. Didn't Ramses shoot him down? She was also in the gear that Ramses shot down. I won't have her die. But there's already a mother. Although she may be the anti-type, as long as the current mother exists. As far as I see it, that is not complete. Quite picky, aren't you? Didn't you say you threw away all human emotions? I don't care what you think. Anyway, as far as he is concerned, I'll put Ramses onto him. Any objections? Where is he presently? Etranank is destroyed, but part of the memory cube is still active. We should still be able to locate individuals. Wait a moment. Has he left the crash site and is heading towards Ignis? I see. So he has left the area. That means it's only a matter of time before the seal is broken. Did you say something? It's nothing. Just sit there and wait for the good news. What about retrieving the girl? The key is already beginning to resonate. The time of the resurrection is near. We can get the girl anytime. It doesn't have to be now. Let's take our time. Hey, Carrie Deathbones, how you doing? Here for some Xenogears Disc 2, I see. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, good old Mother 3. On my way to Ignis, I re-encountered him. Karan Ramses. Ramses once again stood in my way. Nizamni gear. Vendetta. How apropos is that? It was an unavoidable battle. I released a new function that was added to my Mark II gear. System ID. Or System ID. Aw, snap. That was not as damaging as I thought it was gonna be. Booster. I guess, this one. Go 10X. I'm guessing not of the Dragon Ball variety. Almost 5,000 damage. Look at that. That's what System ID does. It's pretty formidable, I must say. I mean, I could do the triangle attack too, for just as well. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm hoping you got the notification this time around. I don't know why that happens sometimes. It happens to me too, it seems to happen to everybody. It always makes me laugh when I, like, find, like, someone I'm subscribed to, I'll find that they have, like, a live stream going or whatever, and then I get the notification. Oh, you don't have the Death Blower on now? I guess not. Hyper mode. Oh, read your reply to the Mega Man 5-6 comment. YouTube didn't notify me of your stream tonight either. Oh. That's a pain in the arse. I'm not even really sure what to do about it. It's annoying, though. Yeah, I know, right? Heavy DBZ vibes from that name. There's a fun fact... Phoenix, there's a fun factoid that Corellian is a mistranslation. It's named after... Corellin, a major character in the Arthur C. Clarke novel Childhood's End. Xena is also notorious for its inspirations from Arthur C. Clarke's 2001 A Space Odyssey. Oh, hence why they're monolith soft? That would make sense. Yeah, because I hear, like, click the bell and it's supposed to help, but I've found that it still doesn't seem to matter. Like, I think YouTube considers it, like, double engagement, so it's, like, good for me. But I haven't found that it really helps. Oh yeah, he has the Death Blower 2 now, I forgot. Or Death Blower 3 is what he has. Never mind. I do believe. I'm gonna heal after this. Or I'm wrong about that? I don't know. Healing. Healing after this. Lord Dragon King, neat! My browser just glitched and somehow allowed me to leave a second like. 2 for the price of 1 Harv. That's what I like to hear. Hopefully they aren't like, you're gaming the system! Ah! I doubt it. You have to defeat him by using System ID again. Mr. King, yeah, I only get notifications like 30 minutes late, but I always get them. YouTube just sucks, I guess. How you doing, Dandelion? What's going on? Carrie, I love seeing you after so long. Thanks for greeting me whenever I see you. Oh, you're welcome, Carrie. It's always good to see you guys. See you around. Like to try to greet everyone when I notice they have arrived. The worst is when someone, like, I'll notice that someone talked, but they're like, yeah, I've been here for like an hour and a half. And then I scroll up, I'm like, oh, sorry. But no, good to see you again. Oh, I just cast System ID. Well, I'm gonna heal again, then use System ID again. Yasha Kitten, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty well myself. Alright, have you ever played Tenchu for PS1? I have not. Chris, maybe create a Twitter or Facebook to notify people if you don't have one. I do have a... Well, I do have both, but I mostly... Sometimes I think to share with Twitter. Like, Chris, if you... My Twitter is like, it's MegaHarv, but with 2 G's. I'll just try to make more of a point to post to Twitter if it helps you get the notification. Because I've been doing it on and off, but I haven't been doing it consistently. ID. System ID. Lanterns, good luck and good luck. And I like this version of X7, and remember, I like this version of X7. This is the best version of Mega Man X7. And remember, save early and often. Thank you, Lanterns. Tenchu 1 and 2, PS1 are mighty fine games. Shame about the sequels from 3 onwards. Yeah, I never really played any of the Tenchus. Hate a bug today, how about you? You should upgrade to all MegaHarv for Twitter. You're right about that, Lord Dragon King. I should see if I can do that. That'd be better than Mega with 2 Gs. Because that's probably not taken, but we'll see. Let's do this one, because I haven't done it yet. Yeah, we did it. We did it again. Yeah, memory permitting, I will do that. Sooner than later. Ramses' absolute confidence was shattered, leaving only his cry of disbelief and resentment. Ramses' machine disappeared into a sea of foliage. Why was he so fixated on me? I do not know why. But he did say this. If only you didn't exist. Ramses is just losing his marbles. He can't handle it. In order to disperse the nanomachines, Emeralda and I headed for one of the ruins of the Zeboim civilization, the mass driver facility. Makes me wonder if that was when you were originally supposed to get her to grow up. Fortunately, the facility was still active, which allowed us to proceed onto the central control room with little difficulty. Along the way, we saw various missiles of giant rockets that were created during the Zeboim era. They stood like tombstones of that ancient civilization. It was a graveyard for a race of people who destroyed each other over pride and arrogance. Once arriving at the central control room, we met up with Saiton, who helped us activate the mass driver. We succeeded in launching the capsules containing the nanomachines, which would release the seal limiter. Oh yeah, I just want to apologize for you the other day. I didn't think a cheap Donald Trump joke would erupt into some chat drama. I'd like to apologize to you in the chat for that. I don't think it's... like, I appreciate the sentiment for apologizing for that. Well, I don't feel it's, an apology is necessary for me. Or rather, I accept your apology, I should say. I wasn't offended by it, but yeah. He's just such a controversial figure, it's... gets people triggered sometimes. But on the other hand, I should probably put my foot down sooner when everyone gets a little, feisty. Hey, Chocobolos, how you doing? Phoenix, you ever notice the swaying cross is the same as the pendulum in Chrono Cross? Same people worked on those games. Yeah, I actually only just really realized that today. Like, I knew that Masuda did the music for Chrono Cross as well as Xenogears and Chrono Trigger. But I never really put together that it was the same team. So I guess it just goes to show, like, how talented they were. Yet Square doesn't want them for some reason. Chocobo is a little tired. Work tomorrow. Tomorrow morning? Hope you can get some rest for it, at least. The nanomachines that were scattered in the upper atmosphere began to multiply and spread throughout the whole of the world. The nanomachines glittered in the sunlight, flowing like a large river in the sky. That glitter would remove the bonds restraining everyone. It was to be our light of hope for a grainy